cream, right?
I'm just trying to get the cups out.
Finally, yeah.
Hot chocolate mix? Do you want a sandwich also?
Well, don't touch that.
Did you want whipped cream on there?
Yeah. What's your name?
Denise.
Denise? That's my eldest daughter's name. I love that. Are you out here with these guys, or are you just walking by?
God bless y'all. Y'all doing it. God work.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, definitely hot chocolate.
Ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, ice cream sandwich in the summer, hot chocolate in the winter. By far. And you know what? We get donations of Halloween candy we're just kind of running out of. So people like Halloween candy too. But we get a lot of good stuff from different places. Most of the things are donated except for meat and cheese. Those we buy. But we get a lot of chips donated, you know, the candy from different churches. You know, from kids who don't want their candy or extras that their parents didn't pass out. We get a lot of chips donated from different, there's so many people out here doing donations that we didn't know about. And we did that.
Y tengo uno que se llama Jonah, tiene 6 añitos. Pero él estudia.
This guy runs a big kitchen out of the old McCormick place and feeds several thousand people a week. He goes to shelters and stuff like that. But he could get us just about anything, but his quantities are too big. Like I talked to him one day, he said, you want 2,000 lunches? I can't do that many, we can't carry them all. But there's so many people out here we found doing so many great things. So we're just kind of all merging our efforts. So a lot of the week takes time just getting donations. Going to pick stuff up, and you know, our house used to be really organized and clean. Now it's got our basements filled with stuff, our garage is filled with stuff. But it's worth it, because these people need it. When you passed here last Wednesday, he was passed out. We were kind of worried about him. He woke up for just a minute. He didn't sound like, what's your name? So, you do know that?
Looks cold.
What's home?
¿Con la niña? ¿Cuántos tiene años?
Working down here. It's been tough. And when he would be passing people on his way back to the Rock Island station, he would offer them some money, but it got too expensive. Then he offered them lunch, but they couldn't leave their corner, so he just started making sandwiches and handing them out on his way to the train station. And then he kind of just became friends with a lot of the guys and women. And then with COVID, it just multiplied. So someone made the cart for us at some deacons. So now they gave us these big Cambros for hot chocolate. We do lemonade in the summer and ice cream sandwiches. And this is hot chocolate and whipped cream. And then any clothing that gets donated, most is new or just used. Let me go. Get back to her. Can you eat walnuts?
Yes. Everything. I give you everything.
How many more? Did they want lunches, Jeff? They want lunch?
Anymore? One guy took it. Comida. You know, after I lost my sight when I was we got married. She got pregnant. I lost my sight. I was working at a meatpacking plant. And I had to go back to school. So I met a teacher who was really into like therapy, and she was working with domestic violence. So then I went to social work school at the University of Chicago. And then I became a therapist. And then transferred to spiritual direction. So I still do a lot of counseling, but more spiritual. Like, what's your purpose? What does God want from you? Why does God have this happening in your life? Whatever it is. But so it's the same kind of problems, but from a different point of view. You know, nobody else wanted to work with them as a therapist because it was too dangerous. They didn't want the risk, and I loved it because I was young still. I was in my mid-20s, and I liked the intensity of it. And the challenge, and I felt like they just wanted to be loved. That they may want to kill themselves, but they want to be understood and loved. So I always thought it was easy, and all the other therapists were afraid of it.
I don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
It's an XL. Can you use XL?
You're thankful for things, aren't you?
Yeah, every day is my Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, I'm thankful.
I just don't make no special day for Thanksgiving.
All right. I guess, you know, I love the winter. I don't like the summer so much. In the summer, we give them ice cream and lemonade, and that's cool, but I love the cold weather. So this doesn't bother me at all.
All right, you got hot chocolate?
Excuse me.
And then we started doing this. You know, we did it in a small scale since 2007. Then during the pandemic, when all the people left the offices, a lot of homeless people moved in down here. So then it grew really big during the pandemic. We got a lot more donations. Someone built us this cart. And then again, about July, when the refugees started coming in Chicago, it grew again. So we used to never really want to do clothing because it was too big and bulky to carry around. But now because of the refugees, we're doing clothing and diapers and get all kind of donations of big stuff. So that's why we have the other 2 wagons, because we have too much stuff to carry.
Yes, I think that was always it, just for someone to be seen. And like I said, it's amazing. A lot of times the guys don't take anything more than they want. I know you didn't witness that, but I would be hoarding everything, afraid I don't have enough. And they're like, no, I have a hat, I'm good. Most of them are regular, so they know it's a Wednesday when we go by. I know one woman that came with us said she spent her whole life not trying to see homeless people, and with him you have to actively search them out. So it's kind of funny. She's like, all my life I've done everything but. I think even now when I go by, if I have nothing to offer, I at least say hi. And it's, it means a lot to them, but I understand if they're afraid then they're going to be targeted, to be asked too much of, so.
The downside is we love the refugees. We're actually trying to plan a Christmas party for refugee families. But it's harder to serve the homeless people because we run out of everything now. So some of the people we've served for like so many years, it's hard to keep up with the demand. But it's been great. I mean, they're wonderful people. We love seeing them. My wife's studying Spanish now. I've learned a couple things in Spanish, so it's really invigorating, but worrisome to see what's going to happen to them. Okay.
For sure, yeah. I for one myself is actually an asylum seeker, so I feel like I could sympathize a lot with a lot of asylum seekers here, especially those coming from Venezuela, fleeing persecution and hardship. So I've known Jeff for quite a while. I actually know him from a college friend, and then we just kind of link up, and yeah, I've been helping him ever since. Him and Lisa have been really inspirational. We're going to the sunlight right now.
Yeah.
Jeff, hold on. This is not close.
Yes,
You doing okay with the cold?
Yes. Sit down.
Doesn't matter if it's pouring rain or 0 degrees, there's people out here, so we got to be too. It'd be wrong to stay home and be warm and comfortable knowing all these people are out here. Okay, Dios te bendiga. There was one of the homeless women on the street. We go up to this park in about a block, and we had hot chocolate. We never even thought of it. She said, why don't you guys get whipped cream? And we don't see her so much anymore, but it was her idea. A woman in a wheelchair. It was great.